Hello everyone, this is Heather, and today we're going to be doing a short tour of basically what my office looks like. And since I cleaned up my desk recently, I wanted to do this now while you could actually see everything. So let's get started. So right here, this is my regular monitor. It's an HP 23-inch. I don't know what the actual model is, but it does the job. And then right here is my second monitor, which basically is only used for pretty much just watching TV, watching streaming things, and it's really not, the color is not great on it, so honestly it's just like an extra just for looking at things. This is my microphone that I use. It's a Snowball Ice, and it's got a pop filter in it. And this is my tablet. It's not very exciting. It's an Intuos 5. I've had it for a long time and it still works pretty well. I have pretty much no issues with it, and I at some point want to update, but in the future hopefully. This is my Xbox controller, which I pretty much mainly use to play Steam games with. Got my little flash drive over here, my notes, and that's my dog shaking in the background. Here's some of these pens that I love. These are the Big Intensity. They're not very expensive, but I like them a lot for line art and doing like quick sketches and things like that, and maybe I'll do a video on those in the future. This is my comic. Like you saw this in one of the last videos in the Making Comics. This is basically just all my my notes and my storyboards for the comic in here. So working on that one. That's like number 4 or 5 notebook. Got some Pokemon cards. And let's see, over here, here's my Porg. Got my little tripod that I use for propping up my camera to film things. And I've got some little figurines here. Like, these are the characters from the webcomic Girly, which I got from the Kickstarter years ago. There's the mermaid, a busty mermaid that my husband bought me. She's cute. And then my Rocket and my Groot. And I've got a Mystique, and I've got a little Cleo Denial up there. So right here, this is my bright light that I use this on one side, this and then this on the other side, and then this little prop here. I pop my camera in here, open that up, and then it films top down, films my art. We've got some CDs. We've got some little extra pens and pencils I haven't used yet, and for now I don't really need an extra mechanical pen. I use one currently, but I don't need extras right now. And these are all my markers I use. These are a bunch of Copics that I got. I got them all singly. I didn't like buy any, I bought like the skin tone set, but the rest were just bought separately. But this right here is my Blick Studio marker pens and my brush pens, and I use those mainly for pretty much all my artwork that I do. And at some point I will do a full art piece with them, I'm sure. I've got my little scratch art right here, and I've got some colored pencils, some cheap watercolors that I've been using, and I need to update those. And this is my art supplies case. And here's all the things inside. Got my little pencil sharpener, some erasers, some little scratch pads, some artist tape. The pens I love using, which are I do usually use these Micron pens for lining. And a bunch of different assortment of inking tools and like whiteout, things like that. Some more of the Big Intensities that I love. Up here, this is supplies and things. On top is this little Christmas tree that my mom bought me when she went to Germany. And right here is, let's start with the top one. Bunch of pencils and a bunch of pens. These are mostly just regular like big pens and stuff like that. A bunch of different Sharpies and highlighters, things like that. Let's see. Just random assortment of things. It's got a bunch of old flash drives in there. Whiteout, things like that. And the last one is mostly Velcro sticky things, like poster sticky stuff, that kind of thing. Alright, and then right here, this is my Beanie Baby I've had since I was like 11, so it's a little old, like 22 years old now. Some India ink that I use very sparingly, but these are some jars I just use for putting paint water in. Let's see. Oh, this is my little corner puncher thing. I love using this thing on like making ACOs and stuff like that. It just gives a little extra special touch to it. Got a little bit of washi tape there. Some Elmer's glue, so I use that a lot. And just nothing raw. This little guy right here, little pencil holder, it was made by a local artist in Vermont, and my mom got it for me, and I thought it was really cute. He's a sculptor. He makes some cute little robot things. Let's see, get some tape, some glue. It's my mechanical sharpener, just a stapler, tape for stuff. This is not too exciting, but some scissors, rulers, the ruler I use like constantly all the time. My cheap brushes, I need to get better ones of. And some random assortment of pens. I do use these pencils a lot for sketching. And the blue, non-photo blue pen, I use that a lot for sketching when I want to use marker on top of it. Ink. And then some supplies I need to do stuff with. I got these charms from Sticker Mule and I need to put them together. And I've got some other things from Sticker Mule here that I need to put together. It's just mainly an assortment of electronics, headphones, things like that. A pile of gift cards I need to use. Envelopes, my checks. And then I've got just sticker paper, things like that. These are all envelopes that I use to mail stuff out. And up here we've got some of my little figurines. I have a lot of toys, probably way too much. I've got Alex from Minecraft. I've got a cheerleader from My Little Pony. And I've got a little Monster High speaker, which I just thought was cute. So I got that as a gift, so I hung it up with the rest of them. I just used like a pre-pack. Like, I work in retail, so I get like a bunch of random assortment of things I can use around the house. There's my clock that's not working. This poster I had for like 10 years. I got it at San Diego Comic-Con in 2009. I love Marvel characters. I love Marvel in general, so this is like one of my favorite things. It'll always probably stay with me. The tiny Discord print, which Discord, if you don't know, is one of my favorite characters ever. I got some Studio Ghibli art that was gifted from me from my grandma, because she's awesome. And then I have this awesome Lady Gaga poster that I did not go to this concert or anything, but I found in a shop. I just thought it was really cool and artsy. And this was a gift from my sister-in-law, and I thought it was really pretty, so it's up top there. And then I've got some more Ghibli art right here. I guess these are cells from the actual movies and stuff, so it's really cool. This is some Zambi art, which is one of my favorite artists. I love her. Some Monster High stuff. Little picture from Guardians of the Galaxy. I got that at a convention years ago, and I thought that was really cute. And this is a gift from my sister-in-law. She gave that to me. Some art from Holly Brown. And then this awesome piece is from my friend Rachel, who does the comic I Like You. And it's a really good comic, you guys should read it. And her art is amazing. And up here, we have my current calendar. Right now, it is goth. The theme is goth this year. Like, every year, one of the only things I ask for is a calendar, just so I can have art and stuff hanging up. And this was this year's. I really like June's, it's awesome. Here's what I see when I look out the window. Pretty much the main street of our city. So this is underneath my desk, and right here we have my little space heater unplugged, of course, because it's the middle of June and but I'm freezing. The only problem with being in this office is there's no basement underneath because it was built after the house was already built. And so there's no foundation really underneath to keep it warm. So it does get very chilly in here in the wintertime. So we got some envelopes, some just random assortment of things I use for packing, my paper. It's my portfolio down here. Let's see. That's a bunch of business cards and just some random binders and some books that I plan on using at some point, but have not yet. This is random assortment of just sketches and doodles and things like that. These are some things that are in my store right now, so if you want, they are still available. My store envy store. Paper, notebooks, sketchbooks, just all kinds of different paper and things like that. I've kind of have a hoarding problem, so I do have kind of a lot. And then down here we've got some stickers that I use for things, and I've got those little bags that I've used to make miniature mystery bags and stuff like that. And then underneath there's a bunch of prints and stuff that are available. More Pokemon cards here. And then underneath is like some magic cards. And then in this box is just, that box right there is just the empty where my book pens go. And then those are my gloves that I wear in the winter. Like I said, it's very chilly, so I wear fingerless gloves as well. And then that little box is just filled with just a bunch of random stuff if you want to see. It's not very exciting, but there we go. There's a Woody. There we go. And then underneath, if you can see, got some canvases I haven't used yet. My paper cutter, which I do use frequently. And then here in these boxes are my button maker. This is my light pad. And then button ports. Yay! Okay, so this is basically the wall I look at all day when I'm on my computer. I've got a Megamind poster because it's one of my favorite movies. I got a little Rainbow Dash, which I got, I think that was a little freebie when I bought Zambi's artwork. She sent me a freebie, which was nice of her. Hannah's Not a Boy's Name, which is unfortunately not a comic any longer. So sad. And this is another picture from my sister-in-law, and she drew me a Jean Grey, which is awesome. So I think it came really good. And down there, that's my guitar. It's a little dusty because it's been a while since I played it. And behind that is my old Yamaha guitar, which I've had since I was like 15, so it's a bit old. The Fender I've had for the last 4 or 5 years, something like that. But it's very nice. I love it. I do treasure it. And then here's my assortment of manga. Not all of it, but pretty much the ones I bought when I was like in high school and college and stuff like that. So all this stuff is like 15 to 25 years old, something like that. And then up here, let's see up top, we've got a mushroom, a cute little death, Beanie Baby, Pikachu, Raichu, Eevee, a little tiny girl. And back there, let's see if I can reach high enough, is some little ponies in a box, and unfortunately you can't really see it. I don't want to take down everything because it's gonna all fall down if I do. Way back there is a little Kenny with a removal head. And then over here is a Mr. Pickle. I won that at the fairgrounds. So many different properties. Like I said, I have way too many toys, and this still isn't even all of them. This is just my office. I also have a bunch in my bedroom. So as you can see, I like a lot of things and I collect way too many things. Down here, these are mainly my art books. So I've got this awesome book, the World of Warcraft art, like the trading card game art, and more art from World of Warcraft. Just dirty books. Some manga things, these preview books, these magazines that I buy occasionally at comic book stores. This is the Girls Draw Girls Tarot deck, which I have 2 cards in, and you should get one if you don't have one already, because it is beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. I don't even know what's in here. Oh, little Disney figurines, it looks like. And then I've got a baseball with Roger Clemens on it, because the Red Sox are my favorite team. Sorry, everyone that's not a fan of them. Let's see, and I also have just a random assortment of reference books mainly. Just comic, art stuff, Playboy cartoons, and more manga stuff, more photograph references, comic art. I could go through these at some point too, because some of these are fantastic, some of these I probably wouldn't recommend, but I just bought them over the years. My pile of Lady Broad ledgers, and I was in the second and third issue, so I have a bunch of those. And these are my issues of the comic, which no one's allowed to have. They're mine. So the original, this is the very first one, not the Hands Off My Body. That was that was from when I met Danielle Corsetto, and she was great, and she gave me that. Some records with, of course, Blink-182 in the front. Let's see, and these are mostly like music reference things. I guess there's music reference. I've got that Minecraft book in there, and a bunch of random assortment of more reference books. I do like reference books. These are all just old Rolling Stones in here. They're all like the special issues, like the 500 best albums and stuff like that. These are like Daily Show books, so these are great. And all the Stephen Colbert books down there, which I read a while ago. Let's see, all those different writing things. I've got, this is a filled up sketchbook. Oh, these are mostly college textbooks because I did study website design in college, so I've got a bunch of things for that. And Flash was very much, it was still very prevalent when I was going to college, so that's why I have a bunch of Flash books. So it might seem very dated now, but we were like, Flash was like the coolest thing. And then down here is my awesome big dinosaur book. And got some Bruce Springsteen in there. And these are just mainly old sketchbooks and things like that. I can go through these at some point later, but I think right now you get the idea. And again, here's one last look at everything. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you were entertained at my mess. It's my beautiful disaster. But I know where everything is, so that's all that matters. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.